Welcome back to another episode of the Cellar Dweller Sportscast, episode 5 of Baseball.
Baseball.
Yes, sir.
Baseball.
We are back, and Rob rejoins us to help us figure out what the hell we're doing here. Welcome back, Rob. How you doing?
Guys,
Hello,
fine.
Rob.
You guys know what you're doing without me. You're fine.
Not really, man. We're still kind of playing around with this thing. We're not entirely sure where it goes from here.
That's what makes it fun.
Well, and another thing is, too, is
Kind of
that
loosey goosey.
the season hasn't started yet either, so we're kind of grasping at straws for a few things here. but-
Thursday.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
Major
true.
League Baseball
Opening day,
starts.
baby.
Tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Opening day, baby. Love it.
Of
Got
course.
my DeGrom shirt on.
You do have the
I-
DeGrom shirt on.
I
Nicely
really
done.
hope it's not an April Fool's joke because the season starts April 1st.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
And I'm be really mad if
After,
have to
after
bring that
last
up
year,
for?
when did we start last year?
June
Yeah, it wasn't good. 60 games
Yeah.
sucked.
or July.
yeah, I
Then.
think it was
It was
July.
July. It was after the All Star
Actually,
Actually,
it might
was.
even been closer to August.
It was mid to late July.
It
I think it was
Yeah.
late July when they got going.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're starting on time this year. Along with me, besides Rob, also is Francis Parkman and Jeff Solomonson.
Stop
We're back.
waving.
Yeah, I'm just done with it. Damn it, Rob. What are you going to do?
Why the way back?
Don't
It's
play along.
it's polite.
Hey.
Oh, my God.
That's all the permission I need to keep doing
Oh,
it.
jeez. That's fantastic.
And I'll encourage that.
I fart in your general direction.
Already over it.
You'll be
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. Show preview brought to you by, of course, Chewbacca.
Chewie's back.
Chewie is back, and he doesn't
Better
really
than ever.
sponsor us, but it's fun to play a sounder in there somewhere.
How would we go about actually getting sponsored by Chewbacca?
Boy, that's a good question. I'm
Well,
not really
seeing
entirely
as,
sure.
seeing
I
as
kinda wanna dig
the
into
original
that.
actor is dead, I think.
Yeah, but
Probably, but
Oh no,
somebody called Disney, I suppose.
there's another actor, right? There's got to be.
maybe.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I don't know.
Just find someone who's really tall and hairy.
There you go.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Well, Francis, 50% ain't bad, I guess. So.
Ooh.
Fatality.
Anyway, show preview. We have some news and notes from around Major League Baseball, and of course, we're going to get into an opening day preview. A little bit of fun. We're going to do top three, well, kind of top four, I guess. We'll do top three personal baseball favorite movies and an honorable mention if you have one. And then we're going to roll through the Major League Baseball opening day schedule, and we'll get into also the all 30 opening day starters. We'll get into their rankings discussion. Major League Baseball put out a ranking system for all 30 starters, so that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, we'll get into the news and notes from Major League Baseball, starting off with Chicago White Sox outfielder Eloy Jimenez will be out 5 to 6 months with a ruptured pec.
Big
That's
injury.
a lot of months.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's
That's bad news for Chicago.
bad news for the White Sox. Good news for the Twins.
There's that.
You're gonna be out that long. Like, why would you come back just in late September?
Well, the White Sox are still. I mean, they're still going to compete, and they'll probably be a playoff team. I think.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how good that individual player is, so maybe he's worth.
his
coming back.
his bat is important to
Okay.
the White Sox.
His
Then that's
defense
fair.
not so much, but his bat's very important.
All right.
Minnesota Twins and starting pitcher Randy Dobnak agreed to a 5-year extension worth $9.25 million on Monday, and he's got club options for 25, 26, and 27 seasons. Francis, your thoughts?
Yeah. Hopefully, he's in the rotation full time now. He was our de facto 5th starter last year. I love Randy Dobnak.
It was him and the Aussie, wasn't it? 5th starter?
Lewis
Great.
Thorpe.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
Well, and
think-
Smelter and
It was
Smeltzer.
Smeltzer and
Yep, Dennis
Dobnak.
Smeltzer. That's right.
And Thorpe was
The
in
guy
the
we got from the
bullpen.
Mets.
There you go.
Yeah.
We discussed him a few months ago.
No,
a few weeks
we
ago.
got Smeltzer from the Dodgers in
Yeah.
the Dozier trade.
I thought it was via Mets, though.
There's another guy we talked about.
Yeah, there
too.
was. I forget. Maybe it wasn't Smeltzer.
No,
Yeah,
no, like,
Smeltzer,
no, yeah,
Smeltzer
Smeltzer
was
was
from
a
the
Dodger.
Dodgers.
That's right. Yeah,
Because
it was the
I'm like,
Dodgers.
does his name start with a D or something?
Yeah.
There was another guy we got from the Mets. I know. I know what it was.
Yeah, I love this move.
Yeah.
5 years, low money. I believe it can go up to a $30 million deal.
Yeah, it was
I
like
think
20.
with-
It was like 29.6 or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it was,
with the options. So
and
burp into that
escalators.
microphone.
Yeah, don't be shy. This is a man's podcast.
You may regret
Yeah.
that, but okay.
This is
Oh,
most
boy.
definitely not professional.
Yeah,
Like,
no, God.
No.
No. I mean, we got a pretty sweet rig set up here for recording, but that's about as professional as we get here.
Pretty much.
Fair.
Yep.
Good to know.
Jeff, any thoughts on the Dobnak signing?
I like it. I don't think he's in the starting rotation to start the year.
Really?
I think Carpenter gets that 5th slot.
Carpenter?
Or
Shoemaker?
Shoemaker, sorry, not Carpenter. Sorry, Shoemaker gets that 5th spot. But
Maeda, Barrios, Pineda. Who would be the 4th?
Oh man.
I think it'd be Shoemaker, and then Dobnak would be the 5th.
Well, it's Smeltzer.
Smeltzer in the bullpen. Long
Maybe.
relief.
Oh, maybe.
He did well in long relief last year.
I'm not sure you give a guy 5-year extension worth that money if you're not planning on maybe making him a starter. But
Yeah.
I could be wrong too because the Twins have proven me wrong before. So that's
So many times.
Lots of times.
J.A.
Like winning a
Happ will
playoff
take the...
Oh, yep. J Happ will be
Oh, right.
Yep, you're right. Keep forgetting about him, but
there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's certainly possible.
before we're gonna skip down one here,
Sure.
because that one's big and we want to spend more time on it. The Texans, words are hard. The Texas Rangers have told second baseman Roignid Odor,
Roughnid.
Regalhead.
Roughnid.
Roughneck Odor. I know that's not how you say his name.
Roughneck Odor.
Roughneck Odor. Oh, that poor dude. Anyway. I mean, that name might be worse than Francis. Like, dang. Anyway.
God.
All right. Rangers told Odor that he did not make the opening day roster and the team is looking to trade him before designating him for assignment. He's been the opening day second baseman for the last 7 seasons for the Rangers. Has 2 years, $24.6 million left on his contract. He is a career .237 batter with 146 home runs, 458 RBIs, and 1 devastating right hook.
Great right hook on Jose Bautista.
Yeah.
That was solid.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get picked up somewhere. Maybe not rightfully so, but he's got too much stock in baseball for somebody to not take a chance on it, especially if they need a second baseman.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to come naturally. I think it'll come due to injury.
Yep.
Not terribly surprising when you break down the numbers like that, though.
Yeah.
Not at all. And in fact, I'm wondering why they kept him for as long as they did. Maybe. Oh, I know why. Money.
Yeah.
They paid him too much money.
Money.
Yeah.
He's that flashy guy though.
Robinson
You know.
Cano agrees.
Yeah.
There you go.
So when the news broke on Odor, I was trying to find like more stats, like a slash line or anything like that. And it was all bad.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even steal bases. Like I don't think he's ever stolen more than 14 bases in a season.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, like why did they give you that much money? But yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I think he'll find his way to another team just because, you know, he's that veteran presence that a team will need.
Yeah.
You know, if this were hockey, I'd say it's because he's a goon and everybody needs a goon.
Yeah, fair.
But
You're not wrong.
Do you think if needed, he would make a switch to an outfield position to make some money and be on a team?
I don't know enough about him to say.
yeah, I don't know.
How old is he?
Good question,
you guys
right?
are asking a lot of really good questions right now. Somebody Google Roughneck Odor.
Doing it. I don't think
Hey,
that's going to
Siri.
get us what we think it's going to get us.
Okay. Hold on. 27 years old.
27 years old.
He's that young.
Semi-young yet, then, yeah.
Yeah, I think
If
he
he's
could.
agreeable, then
If he's agreeable
Why
to
not?
it, sure. I think that'd be a little bit more. Going from middle infield to outfield, Jake, you've played middle infield before, and,
Yep.
and Jeff
And outfield, actually.
and outfield.
Yeah.
Yep. Both.
How big of a change is it?
It's a big change.
Oh yeah.
There's a mentality change. There's an approach change.
Tracking a fly ball in the outfield compared to tracking a pop up in the infield.
Very different.
Two different.
Very,
way different.
very different.
I've done it too. It's not fun. It's not fun in the
So
infield.
different.
every fly ball to me when I played outfield felt like an adventure. I made a few catches, but
Yeah.
Did any of them ever hit you in the face?
I don't Yes, on a bounce though.
Oh, okay. Not on the
Short
fly.
hop.
That's
It's
good.
short hop me, not on the fly.
Okay,
Fair enough.
all right,
Oh,
all right.
that sounds brutal.
No.
Especially a softball. Those things are gigantic.
The short hop gets you every time, especially in our terrible fields.
That hit me
Oh,
in the.
God.
I had a fat lip in baseball camp as a teenager from that.
Oh,
Still remember.
That's rough.
bleeding.
Our fields are so bad sometimes you feel like you need to wear a mask in the outfield to field a grounder.
I mean, they're a little better now
they're
than
getting
they
better.
were.
When
but
those fields started, yes, it was carpeted concrete, but that was because instead of putting sod down, which would have been
They
soft
seeded.
right
They
away,
just
they
seeded
seeded
dirt.
the
Yeah.
dirt.
Yep.
But the seed it's really taken hold now, and it's a lot softer out there.
yeah.
Wow, we got off on a tangent. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, the big news: Francisco Lindor has some extension rumors.
I was hoping this
Foreign-
could be a celebratory podcast, but alas, it does not appear to be that way yet, or maybe at all. I thought there at least would have been a decision by now, and there has not been. Last I'd heard, which was last night, the Mets had offered 10 years, $325 million.
I saw that.
And Francisco Lindor said, no, thank you. I would like 12 years, $385 million. And
Jesus.
I don't know if I'm even a fan of them reporting on all these numbers, everything, beforehand, because all it's going to do is make fans dislike him if he says no, which I don't know if I agree with that. He's
Right.
got a right to make whatever he wants to make. I guess my question would be, who do you think has the leverage? Would it be the team or the player in this particular instance? And I have my opinions, but I'd like to hear what you guys would think first.
Do you know what his current contract is looking like? What are the Mets taking over right now?
Like how many more years do the Mets have?
They have him for this year, and then he's a free agent
That's it.
in a
Free agent.
class where there
Then-
will be Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, Jose Baez or Javier Baez,
Baez.
and Trevor Story, all going to be free agents at the end of the year.
I don't
Lindor
pay
has
him
the
then.
leverage. I think.
Typically, what I would say here is Lindor has the leverage because he's got the 1 year only. With that class, maybe a little bit that shifts to the Mets. Just saying, hey, we could pay you this, but we have 4 other guys that we could go
Right.
after.
And we will get one of them.
And we'll get either you, we'll get one of these guys.
Right.
So I would say probably 75-25 leverage goes to Lindor here, but Mets do have a little bit of something to play with.
I think I'd put it closer to like 60-40.
Think so?
I think I'd even go more than, or at least 50-50 for me, just because, at least with the Mets owner being, like we said the last time I was here, he's richer than the next 3 richest baseball owners combined.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Money is not an option, so not that they should spend anything they want ever. I mean, that's poor business.
Fair.
But
Not
if
in
you
baseball,
have the
it isn't.
option to sign a guy, you're willing to pay him $325 million.
Yeah, what's another 2 years and what?
Yeah, I mean,
30 million more?
A guy with Lindor's pedigree doesn't come around that often. You're gonna, if you want to say that, hey, we're here to be serious, I'd say pay the guy. It's not going to be worth it. But what if, say the Mets win a World Series with him? Then it's sure worth it.
I mean, you're looking at 12 years, though. That puts him at age 39.
It's age 39 season.
The years are an
I mean-
issue. But
I mean,
then again,
that-
I mean,
37 to 39.
Here's the thing:
That's
are years really an issue though in baseball? Like that much?
No,
I mean,
well,
for a
Bobby
short-
Bonilla is still making cash, so
for a shortstop, maybe.
I would say
Go ahead,
for a
go ahead.
National League shortstop, absolutely. I don't want a 39-year-old National League shortstop. I mean, the
Well,
skill.
hopefully by
What-
then DH is a thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
if the Mets are doing this knowing that the universal DH is coming, fine, give him 12 years. That's fine.
Yep.
I'm okay with
because
that.
you can shift him right into DH and go.
If they're pessimistic on the universal DH coming, I wouldn't even give him 10 years. I would give him 8 years, and if you really want to make him happy, I'd give him 8 years and the $325 million. I would, and let him go get another contract as a DH
Why do you think he wants the 12 years?
because he wants to retire. I mean, that's the money. He's going to get more money for it. I mean,
It's going to get more money, but a less annual average when you add in, the extra 2 years. But it's,
yeah, I'm
on average, he'd be getting more per year with a 10-year 325 than
Right,
12,
but he
385.
he's guaranteeing himself
Right,
the
he
extra,
wants those
extra Right.
2 years.
however much, and the other part is then he does have control. The Mets can trade him if he doesn't have a no-trade clause, and if he does, he gets to pick the team he wants to go to, and he basically avoids free agency and gets to waltz to a contender if they want to get rid of him 8 years down the road. It gives him the leverage back as far as I'm concerned, which is I'm not a big fan of these 12-year, 10-year, 5 years, sure. Because you don't know what that baseball player will be in another 5 years. Injuries, Lord knows what can happen in baseball.
I get that, but when we're talking a guy like Francisco Lindor of that caliber, granted, yeah, he's 27 years old, but he's smack dab in the middle of his prime, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And
his
baseball
defense is elite.
Baseball players' primes last longer than any other sport.
They usually go into their early to mid-30s as their prime.
And I bring up this fact because Omar Vizquel,
Yeah.
he played well into his 40s.
Yes, he
at
did.
shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Smith
was
was
very
pretty
good.
old, too.
Yeah,
Ozzie
exactly.
Smith,
Ozzie
yeah.
Smith.
Yep, Ozzie
Yeah,
did it
different,
too.
different time.
Even Jeter played into his late 30s.
Exactly. And he
So
was
did
very
Cal.
good. He didn't lose anything that we could tell.
Cal Ripken did the same.
I'm just saying.
Cal Ripken played every infield position except first base, though, because he moved from shortstop to third base, I think, to shortstop. I think he played second base as well.
What I'm saying is that it's not out of the scope of reality for Francisco Lindor to play into his 40s at an elite level at shortstop. That's why I think with a player of this caliber, you probably give him what he wants.
I agree with that. I also think if you're willing to pay $325, pay $385 or whatever it is he's asking. I mean, again, it's not the greatest business decision, but you go into this. Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, is a fan as well, which I think he's having a little bit of trouble now, realizing, hey, I also have to be, a business person.
Crap, this is a
Right.
business too?
Oh, man.
Son of a...
Oops.
They went out to dinner together. I think he was kind of surprised that Lindor balked at his offer because reports were that he was very surprised by it and that he expected him to be like, yeah, okay.
I mean, well, I gotta be
enjoyed
honest.
my chicken parm. I'll sign with you.
Well, I mean, when you're offering that much money, you got to feel pretty confident about it and going in with that offer.
Like,
Saying,
no-
this guy,
nobody
I'm
else is
making
gonna
this guy
touch
an
you with
offer he
this.
can't refuse, and then he refuses it, and then you take a step back, you're like, oh crap, he refused it.
I think Lindor would be stupid not to sign it, but if he doesn't, then I think the Mets should give in and pay him what he's asking.
Yeah, and he
That
does
would
have,
that would be my opinion.
and he does have that little bit of leverage with a 1-year deal. But like
mean,
you
is-
said, there's 4 or 5 other guys that they could go get.
I don't like the fact that it's making him out to be a bad guy before he's even played a major league game
Yeah,
with the team.
fair. Yeah.
Because when you have that impression where he can't win either way now because it'll be you said that you don't want to play for unless you get this amount of money, so you're just going to play one and gone, or you take the money and you say, and people say, he's greedy now, he wanted this much money.
He's
so.
the all about the money guy.
That's
Right,
a,
so
yeah.
he can't win now. He's going to be it's a negative connotation for him, no matter which side he takes.
And that's the problem with the casual fan too, is because they're looking at it that way. They're looking at it saying, "Oh, he's selfish. This is a whole bunch of crap or whatever." But they need to look at it. This is a 27-year-old ball player who's only going to play. I mean, his career is going to be another 10 years, ish, longer probably. But
Bottom line, I say give him what he wants, or he better sign if he was smart. But if he's not going to, then
the casual
I
fan,
would like to see him on the Mets for that extended period.
the casual
of time.
fan needs to understand that
That's 2033 Mets fan problem. That's not
Right.
2021.
Fair.
Fair. That's Steve Cohen's money. It's not my money.
So, just some quick stats on Francisco Lindor. Career 285 batter, 138 home runs, 99 stolen bases in, 6 seasons? We'll call it 5+ since 2020 was a 60-game season.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Pro Baseball Reference.com. Sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah, we did the football episode already. Has his 162 game pace based on his stats is 285 with 29 home runs and 86 RBIs and 21 steals on a 162 game basis. Personally, I'm not a fan of these. I know you guys had a really great conversation. I'm just going to chime in with my 2 cents on it. If I knew there was a universal DH this year, I would give Lindor 12 years. I'd give him 12 years, $400 million. So he knew. The fact that there has still been so much opposition to that rule change, unless you can talk him into moving to third base, I'm not comfortable giving him more than 8 years. Give him 8 years, $350, and make him happy, that way. But 10 years, I think, is still too much.
I get it. And, offensive numbers are definitely what makes a ball player and what gives them the money and everything like that. Every year, except for maybe last year in that 60-game season, he's been pretty solid, right?
Very solid.
But his defense is the other half of it, too. I mean, you got to consider, too, that, he was an all-star because of it. No, that and is bad, obviously.
Yeah, well, right.
But, I mean, he's got 2 Gold Glove awards at shortstop. 1 year, I think it was like 2019, he finished like top 15 or something like in MVP voting, which doesn't really matter that much.
Right.
But, bottom line is like his defense is elite, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you have to take that in consideration, I mean, regardless of league.
Well, and signing a 10, 12-year deal is not, signing him to shortstop forever.
Right.
Right.
I mean, they sign him to that, and they basically have the right to say, oh, okay, you're starting to slip now 8 years into this deal. We need to move you to third or to second or to something like that.
Let me put it this way. If he's terrible at age 37, whatever, but at age 29, 30, he helps the Mets win, back-to-back World Series. Do you really care what happens when he's 37?
I guess
if he's on your team,
at that point,
that's fair.
no. I mean,
at that point,
I'm not saying
it
that's
doesn't matter.
obviously
Right.
Don't know if that'll happen, but it certainly makes it feasible.
Yeah. My opinion is I don't want to give players like that 12 years. I think Bryce Harper's contract was too long.
Yeah,
I mean, Mike Trout might be the exception to the rule.
He would be an exception
He
to
would
the
be
rule,
the
probably.
exception, I think. I thought Joe Mauer's contract was too long. Then again, every
was.
Twins fan
It was too long.
felt
I
it
knew
was
it the
too
minute
long.
we signed it.
But
if the Twins had won a World Series, though, with him, would that have changed your mind?
If we got
Only
a World
one?
Series
No.
or two, it
only
wouldn't have
one,
mattered.
yeah, only one. No, you don't know Minnesota sports fans
Yeah.
very well, do you?
I'm still learning.
He signed that deal, and I think a lot of Twins fans thought World Series every year after that.
I
and
didn't.
Oh,
Well,
I knew it wasn't going to be there.
I thought he was going to be
You have
a
Nick
cog.
Punto in your lineup.
Right.
I don't
Oh,
know.
God, don't remind me.
Don't
of
get
Nick
me wrong, after the 2009 season coming into 2010 with the
Francis
opening of
looks
Target
bad.
Field,
He might hit you.
the fact
Joe
that,
Mauer's not going to make up for Nick Punto.
No.
the fact that
No.
Nick Punto has a ring with the Cardinals
Or
and
Jason
Joe Mauer
Tyner.
doesn't have one makes me so effing mad.
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
No offense if you're Nick Punto. I mean,
No offense.
Every offense,
Offense.
necessary. Yeah.
Ron Gardenhire made your career. You had no business being on a major league field. You turd.
Okay, let's
All right, then.
Francisco,
real quick, Jason Tyner's middle name is Rennett, which is Tyner spelled backwards. Okay, go on.
Wow, how do you know that crap?
Because he used to be a Met.
Well, I used to be a twin too, but I didn't know that.
I did not know that. I
Yeah,
like
right.
it.
Francis is shaking the cobwebs out.
I like that. Way to go, man.
Funny.
All right.
I like it.
Why not?
Are we gonna do? We gonna move on here?
We're gonna move on.
All right.
Let's get into Major League Baseball opening day schedule.
Real quick, I want to do something here quick before we get into it, since it is opening day. MLB.com listed the top 10 winning percentages, opening day winning percentages.
Oh.
They have the top 10 teams, so I'm going to go through them quick here.
Mets are number one.
Spoiler alert.
That's that beer talking. Sorry about that.
All right, number 10.
Way to go, Rob.
Houston Astros with a
Can't keep my mouth
525 win percentage, 31-28. Number 9, Milwaukee Brewers at 529, going 27-24. Number 8, the Colorado Rockies at a 536 win percentage, 15-13, because they've only been around for 28 years.
Wow,
That's
really?
crazy.
Yep.
Number 7, the Dodgers at 546. They are actually 71-59-1. I'm not going to read enough about the tie in there because I didn't think ties were ever a thing in baseball. I'm guessing it was with the Giants because at number 6 is the Giants at 547, who are 75-62-1.
I will go out on a limb and say that game was called on a kind of darkness in like 1911 or something.
I would
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
willing to
that's
bet. I
Yeah.
would be willing to bet that. Number 5, Chicago Cubs, 552 opening day win percentage, 79-64-2.
Well, they play almost all day games, so
Almost
that's,
all day
again,
games.
way back in the day.
Yankees at number 4 at 564 win percentage, 66-55-1. It's crazy to see ties. It is.
In baseball, yeah.
It is. Number 3, Baltimore Orioles, 588 win percentage, 70-49-1. Number 2, the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, really?
Of all teams, 591 win percentage, going 26-18. And as Rob so rudely said before I even got started,
come on,
number
everybody
1,
knows
the New
this.
York Mets, 661 opening day win
It's
percentage.
not even close.
39-20 for the New York Mets. They do not have where the Twins are. But yeah, I thought I saw it on Facebook, so I wanted to share it with you guys.
Craziness.
Did they include like previous franchises? Like if it was the Twins, would that be like also the
Senator,
Senators?
yep,
and all that?
I saw it in there that they had like the Giants were like the Barons or something way back before they were even the Giants. Like
or the
so-
Brooklyn Super Bars or whatever.
yeah, something like that.
yeah.
Yep,
Or the Trolley Dodgers.
the Trolley Dodgers,
what was the minor league team you were talking about pre-show?
the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it so much.
Next
I'm
is
good.
going to be a team called the Dumpster Fires.
I'm so ordering a
Is
hat.
that the Mets?
Oh,
Sorry, you
Man,
you
you're
stole.
going there?
You spoiled my list.
Somebody's
I had to
bitter.
do it.
Wow.
it's a Twins AA team.
I'm sorry for spoiling your list, but most anybody who would be actually listening to this
You're
would,
not
would
sorry.
probably no. I'm not.
You're
sorry.
not sorry.
No,
You don't
you
care.
ain't sorry. It's fine.
All right.
I
You
hope
guys
you're not
ready?
upset with me.
You guys ready?
No, you're good. No. Yes. No.
Major League Baseball opening day 2021 schedule starting Thursday, April 1st. Let's lead it off. Pun intended. Toronto Blue Jays at the New York Yankees, a 12:05 p.m. start. Toronto has Young Jin Ryu going up against Garrett Cole for the New York Yankees. Thoughts?
Let's go, Toronto.
Go Toronto.
I would like Toronto to win. I'm not predicting them to.
No.
Garrett Cole,
Garrett Cole's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's good at baseball.
Ryu's pretty good though
He is-
too.
yeah.
He is.
He is good at baseballing. Yep.
Next up, we
a
have
fun one.
We have the Cleveland whatevers.
Still the Indians.
Yeah, I know. Cleveland Indians.
Just rename them the
Actually,
Spiders now.
Fun
to Cleveland
fun
Spiders.
fact
Yeah.
just broke today. Cleveland Indians are not allowing headdresses or painted faces this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes
but-
sense.
But
Fine
anyway,
with me.
Cleveland Indians at the Tigers, 12:10 p.m. start. Cleveland's got Shane Bieber. Detroit's got Matthew Boyd.
Yeah.
Indians in a landslide.
Cleveland.
Yep.
I would be willing to bet Detroit doesn't score.
Go Arachnids.
Yeah, they'll get one. Like random bullpen, something or other.
Shane Bieber, one of the top 3 Cy Young candidates, possibly for the American League.
2020 Cy Young Award winner.
Indeed.
I know you guys went over your Cy Young and award predictions last week.
Yep.
Hold that thought.
okay.
We'll go over yours later.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Minnesota Twins at the Milwaukee Brewers. 1:10 p.m. Start time. Kenta Maeda for Minnesota. Brandon Woodruff for Milwaukee.
Twins by 100.
Hopefully,
I like
by
it. Let's do it.
Yep.
Baltimore Orioles at Boston Red Sox. 1:10 p.m. John Meads goes for Baltimore. Nathan Eovaldi goes for Boston.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the Red Sox in this one, just because.
Baltimore pulls it off this.
Oh, all right.
It's
Okay.
it's opening day. That'll be like the one time they do something.
That's fair.
The rookie's going to have like 2 homers. Watch that. Yeah, just watch. I forget his name already. Pittsburgh Pirates going to the Cubs at 1:20 p.m. Mitch Keller for Pittsburgh. Kyle Hendricks goes for Chicago.
Kyle Hendricks going for back-to-back opening day no hitters, and I'm calling it.
Yeah.
I will pick
Really?
the Pirates.
Calling it. Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
What's that, Rob?
I will pick Pirates.
The Pirates.
Why
I'll
do
take
you
the
hate
Cubbies,
me?
but
Why
not
do
in
you
a
hate me,
no-no.
Rob? I'm doing it.
I didn't know you take it personally.
I take everything
Oh,
personally.
no.
Cubbies, no.
Then I'm sorry to hear that.
Wow, Cubbies, no.
I would be too.
No. That's 3 no's.
Yeah, you like what I did there?
Nicely done. Next up, Braves at Phillies, 2:05 p.m. start. Max Fried for Atlanta. Aaron Nola for Philly.
I'll never pick the Phillies. Braves.
I want to pick the Braves, so I'm gonna.
I'll go with the Braves.
Yeah, Braves here. Diamondbacks versus the Papas. 3:10 p.m. Madison Bumgarner, no surprise, going for Arizona, and Yu Darvish, no surprise, going for the Fathers.
I'll take the Fathers.
It's Father's Day.
This pitching matchup would have been like super dynamic 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's still pretty good. Just
I
not
mean,
as good
it's-
as it
it'll
was.
be good.
It's
Darvish is going to be great.
It's
Yeah,
still
it'll
going to
be
be good, but Darvish is going to be so much better. I'm taking the Padres.
Sounds
I don't
good.
even know if I knew that Bumgarner was on Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, the Twins were trying to sign
When
him
did
in
that
free
happen?
agency.
Yep.
Was that just recently?
2
or
years ago,
2 years ago?
2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twins wanted to sign him. Instead, he went to Arizona. I don't remember because he wanted to bat.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah,
he
he wanted
wanted
to
to
still
bat.
hit.
He's hit 2 home runs in a game before.
Yep.
hasn't he?
Yep.
craziness.
On opening day,
Really?
I think.
Was that?
Do it again.
I could swear that's what happened.
That might have been.
Why not? Get it? Texas Rangers at the Kansas City Royals at 3:10 p.m.
Man, the Rangers are gonna be so
The
bad.
Texas Rangers got Kyle Gibson.
Yeah, Royals going to take this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kyle. Royals taking this one.
Does it really matter who goes for Kansas City?
Nope.
Well-
Royals by 1,000.
Brad Keller's going to do it.
That's fine.
Again, not Mike Trout starting for Texas.
Correct.
Did you guys say who's going to be the worst team in that division on your
In
division
the
previews?
AL Central?
I know you picked who was going to win the AL West.
In the AL West,
I know
it'll
you picked
be the
your division
Rangers.
winner, but is it going to be the
I
Rangers?
think it'll be the
worst?
Rangers.
Okay, because that division's brutal.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
haven't
they're
made enough
starting
upgrades
Kyle
to-
Gibson opening day.
Yeah. That alone tells you everything you need to know.
Yep.
Oh, for dumb.
From
That's
one
so
extreme to
stupid.
the next, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies at 3:10 p.m. Dodgers obviously starting Clayton Kershaw. Colorado rolling with Herman Marquez.
Dodges.
Dodgers.
Okay.
St. Louis Cardinals at the Reds, 3:10 p.m. St. Louis going with Jack Flaherty. Cincinnati, Luis Castillo.
Reds.
Give me the Reds. Give me the Reds. in
Yep,
this one.
Reds.
I'll pick the Cardinals, but I'd be fine with the Reds winning it.
Yeah, I don't care here either. Tampa Bay Rays going to Miami to take on the Marlins, 3:10 p.m. Tampa Bay got Tyler Glasnow going. Miami.
Oh, it's not Blake Snell?
Nope.
He's not on Tampa Bay
yeah,
anymore,
I
is
know.
he?
No.
Oh, is this a thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
this
this is a thing.
is a joke how they did Blake
Okay.
Snell dirty.
Yeah. they
Tyler
did.
Glasnow going.
Well,
for
he might
Tampa
start
Bay,
the game, but
and Sandy Alcantara going for Miami.
Tampa.
Tampa.
Yep. Pretty good matchup here. New York Mets at Washington Nationals, 6:09 p.m.
every
start.
year.
Mets got Jacob DeGrom, Washington, Max Scherzer. Going to be a hell of a battle. DeGrom wins in this one.
As long as those two pitchers are both on those teams opening day, that's always going to be the starting. That's going to
Yeah.
be the
Oh,
Mets are
man.
going to play the Nationals every opening day as they've
Likely.
been.
I'm actually really
Mad Max
glad
versus DeGrom. Ooh.
that the Twins play at 2:00, so I can watch the Twins game and then
then-
get ready for Mets Nationals.
It's on ESPN, isn't it?
I-
We got a whole
it's gotta
vested,
be.
whole new vested
pretty
interest
sure it
in
is,
the
which means
Nationals.
I
Gotta
need
be.
to,
I
I need
want-
to figure out how to get a quick ESPN account.
I'm not picking this game because I like both teams a lot. I can't pick. I want it to be. I want DeGrom and Scherzer to go pitch for pitch.
I do
Just-
too.
And just see what
They
happens.
have before. I think the last time they faced each other was 11 strikeouts between them. No,
Yeah.
11 each.
Yeah,
Something
it was
like that.
it was
I
a
mean,
stupid number. I'm
Yeah.
going.
DeGrom against Juan Soto, Scherzer against Lindor.
I miss it's games like that where I do miss having Harper on the Nationals so that he could strike out every at bat,
That's
as he
fair.
always does against DeGrom.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll go Mets on this one.
Yep,
I'm not
going
picking
Mets.
this one.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
Scherzer's getting older.
I got to go with the Mets here too. I agree. Chicago White Sox at the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They're not that anymore. I know that. 9:05 p.m. Lucas Giolito going
They're
for
not?
Chicago. No, they're not.
Nope.
What are they now?
Just the Los Angeles Angels.
Los Angeles Angels.
Stick with the name.
Yep. Chicago White Sox at Los Angeles Angels. Lucas Giolito for Chicago. Dylan Bundy for the Angels.
I hate the White Sox, but it's Giolito. He's
Yeah.
gonna
White
they're gonna
Sox.
win.
Big.
Blanco Sox.
Actually, I lied. Not big. It's first game of the season. I'm gonna change my pick. I'm picking the Angels.
Oh, really?
First game, everybody's healthy. I think the Angels will pull off the
Mike
win.
Trout 3 for 4. Is
Pujols still
home run,
playing?
2 doubles.
Yep, he'll
old is
DH
he?
for him.
The-
There's a lot of questions about his age. Actually,
Oh,
He might be 3 years older than he is.
This is definitely his farewell
not
tour this year.
surprising.
recorded. I believe what everybody knows is
What's
41.
his alleged age? Okay,
41 is
Yeah.
his alleged age.
Yep.
There's belief he's actually 45, like 44.
Good for
45.
him then for still making it. You know.
Right?
Yep.
Not that. Never mind. I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay.
Oh no, this
No,
is
let her
a
fly.
safe space.
Let her fly. I can edit it later.
Please do. I was just going to say, props to him for making it onto a roster at that age if he is 45, but also I'm like, well, he is a Hall of Famer, what are they going to do?
Right.
They're
right.
not cutting him.
Age, well,
Exactly.
they still got to pay him if they
Right.
release him, so.
Yeah. I started saying, and then I'm like, wait a minute, it is Pujols.
Yep, because
Yeah.
the Tigers are in the same boat with Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah.
If they release him or whatever, I
still on
think
the hook.
even if he retires, they're still on the hook for his contract. Because I remember Dick Bramer was talking about it when the Twins and Tigers were
Yeah,
playing.
he has a clause in his contract that even if he retires, he gets like 75% of his contract
Yep.
or something. It's
Jeez.
some
Yeah,
just dumb number.
Yeah,
The team should just make up some sort of random injury, like,
right.
I'm sure the unions would have no problem with that.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
none at all whatsoever.
Considering David Wright had to retire due to his specific injury, and the Mets' insurance was covering like 75% of it.
Sure,
That sort of situation, but it'll be a little tough to manipulate that.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, couple games left. Houston Astros, boo.
Boo.
Taking on the
No, boo.
boo, definitely boo.
Definitely
I'll
boo.
say boo.
Always boo.
Taking on the Oakland Athletics, 9:07 p.m. Of course, Houston going with Zach Greinke. Oakland with Chris Bassett.
Oakland.
Oakland by 10.
Land of
because
oak.
I will never ever pick Houston to win anything ever again.
Oakland.
I do like Greinke,
Athletics.
Oh,
Just because
I do like Greinke.
He's
I li-
odd,
I
and
li-
I appreciate that.
I like his oddness. I don't want him to win.
No,
No, I don't want him to win
Nope.
either, but I appreciate the person he is as far as that goes.
And
That's fine.
the last one in the lineup today. Sorry, not today. Tomorrow, San Francisco Giants at the Mariners. 9:10 p.m. start for San Francisco is Kevin Gausman. Seattle is starting Marco Gonzalez.
Go Mariners.
I'll pick Giants.
Give me the Giants.
Giants will win,
I don't
but I
really
want
care,
the
but
Mariners to.
I actually, I don't think I rooted against the Giants in any of their 3 World Series runs.
Sing it along.
In the early 2010s, I don't think I rooted against the Giants once. When they beat the Rangers, I wanted them to win because I was a huge Tim Lincecum fan.
Oh yeah, Timmy,
If you remember, big time Timmy Jim.
big time Timmy Jim.
Wait, who? No, wait,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I do
Oh,
remember.
that was-
Yep, back to
And then
back.
they made him cut his hair. So sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back to
Let
back.
him-
Cy
let him
Youngs.
be him.
And
Let
then
him do himself.
Brian Wilson, their closer,
Oh, the,
The
beard.
beard.
with the beard. Yeah,
Yep.
and then
And they had Sergio Romo.
Sergio
after that.
Romo
Yeah.
struck
I
out.
know you like his beard because you mentioned
I
it a
love
week or two
Sergio
ago.
I
Romo.
love Sergio's beard, which is now gone.
My favorite Sergio Romo play was striking out Miguel Cabrera looking to win the World Series.
Yep.
That was probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Beautiful. Well, that rounds out the opening day games.
Starters, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get into Rob's way too early awards predictions because he wasn't here last week. Again,
I'll try to make it quick.
That's
since,
fine.
I know you guys did yours, and I
No.
wasn't here for it.
Yeah.
it's
No,
all good.
fine.
We'll actually recap ours real fast. So for AL, NL, Cy Young, we'll start with Cy Young.
I'll jump in once you recap.
Yeah.
Yep, no, sounds good. Let me actually back this music off and go something else a little bit more groovy, maybe. Just for
What's
this.
something sad?
Play something
How's this?
sad.
Wow.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Jeez. Wow. You
Little
said
sound of
sad, not
silence.
depressing.
Aren't those pretty
It
similar?
depends. Is that the Disturbed version? Or?
I was totally kidding.
That's one of our favorite
Jacob
sounders, really.
DeGrom will win again.
Yeah.
Ah, there
True
you go.
story.
Yep.
So I'm assuming.
All right, so AL, NL, Cy Young. For myself, I had Garrett Cole for AL, Jacob DeGrom. Jacob DeGrom was the de facto overall unanimous pick for
yeah.
NL.
And I will not break from that. I'm going with DeGrom.
Jeff and I had Garrett Cole for AL, and Francis had Lucas Giolito for AL.
I was leaning towards Giolito on my way here, but just to be contradictory, I'll go with Bieber.
Oh, okay.
I actually debated between Bieber and
did.
Giolito.
You
I
did.
I had Garrett Cole at first, and I was like, I don't see it.
I don't see it in that stadium.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
It's such a little league stadium.
Yep.
I mean, and he's a good pitcher. I mean, he's a great pitcher. It's just,
Right.
man, those home runs in that place are going to fly out.
Yeah, fair.
Yep. So
Not
yeah,
that- I mean,
I was Giolito over Bieber. If you're
he might
Bieber over
be-
Giolito,
yeah,
I'm fine.
It's fine. whatever.
I like it.
If Giolito wins, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me either.
Right.
No, not at all.
Not me neither, but Yankees.
I figured I'd just throw a third name in there since I know
like
you
it.
guys went.
that's
cold.
fine.
I like
Fair
that.
enough,
good.
man.
Next up, AL/NL MVP for recap. Both Jeff and I had Mike Trout for AL. Francis had Vlad Guerrero Jr.
And I will go with Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani making a comeback, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, I like
Pitcher
it.
and
DH,
masher,
yeah.
DH, whatever. If you can do it from
Suppose
both
if
sides
he
of the
stays
ball,
healthy,
Yeah.
if he's healthy, then
Los
Yeah.
Angeles Angels of Anaheim,
I like
not out of
that
Anaheim
pick.
anymore. That's a good pick. I didn't
like
even
it.
consider.
I like
Love
that.
that pick.
Nicely done.
If he stays healthy, yeah, definitely.
I can see it. Absolutely.
Or at the very least, he'll take votes away from Trout, and neither will win.
Question about Ohtani.
that I could see as well.
Do they plug him in as like a sixth starter sometimes, or does he come out of the bullpen? Like, what is his deal? Like, how do they manage that?
I have no answer to that.
So early in his career, he was a starter.
yeah.
Yep.
And so he would start and pitch, and then on the days he didn't start, he would start, have a day off, and then he would DH,
Yep.
and then he
okay.
would come in and start, have a day off, then DH.
Total badass,
That's
right?
that is badass. That's
Well, for
really
him.
sweet.
The guy was hitting 50 bombs in Japan,
Which
on
I mean,
a
I
consistent
guess
basis.
to Rob's point, if he stays healthy,
Yeah,
It's a great pick.
yeah, nice.
I
pick.
like it. Well
Didn't
done.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can end
I
it
did
there.
like the
Thanks
Vlad
for listening
Jr.
to the
pick.
Cellar Dweller Sportscast baseball
Blow
episode.
each other.
Thank you for saving us, Rob.
National League MVP. Francis and I both had Juan Soto. Jeff had Fernando Tatis Jr.
And I will go with another junior named Ronald Acuna.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right.
good
Yeah,
pick.
Because I
Yep.
believe, and spoilers, I think the Braves are going to win the whole thing.
Really? Oh, wow.
They are a
Not
tough-
saying I
they are
want them
tough.
to.
They are a tough team.
But
Snap.
if he has that MVP year,
41-25. Write it down. 41-25, baseball episode number 5. Sorry. Yep. Okay. Perfect.
edit.
No, I want to mark that. I want to mark it.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. Next up, we have the AL/NL Rookie of the Year. I had Ryan Mountcastle from Baltimore. Jeff had Jared Kelenic from Seattle. Francis had Randy Arozarena from Tampa Bay for the American League.
I will go with Jared Kelenic as well from Seattle. For the sole purpose that the Mets traded him away. So I know just to screw me over that he's going to be amazing. There's nothing. It's personal. at
That
this
is
point.
definitely Cellar Dweller
because
logic.
the Mets
Yep.
then got back Edwin Diaz, who may or may not be really good, depending on what year you look at his stats, and Robinson Cano. And
Yeah.
the less said about him at this point, the better.
Fair
So
enough.
Jared Kelenic will stick it to the Mets fans and win it.
He's looked good
That's
this spring,
fair.
too. Looked really good this spring.
Absolute.
The only thing I guess I haven't paid attention to Seattle, but have they announced if he's made their team out of spring training, or what's the deal? Is he? I know that Seattle had some issues with service time being an issue.
I haven't heard, but knowing Seattle, they're going to pull his service time and they're going to pull that move.
Yeah,
But
they're really good at doing that. Kind of like the Twins.
That's just my guess.
I'm still going to pick him just to screw me over.
That's absolutely 100% Cellar Dweller pick.
What was the
Big time.
dude's name again? Sorry.
Jared Kelenic.
Jared Kelenic.
Kelenic.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll Google it here.
Okay.
All right, next
Not
up.
that Francis's pick was bad either. That was my other choice.
Arozarena?
Arozarena.
Yeah.
I remember him playing when I think late in the season last year the Mets played the Rays, who I didn't think looked all that great, and then they just dominated the Mets.
Yeah.
He was pretty clutch.
Yes, he
actually.
was.
Jared Kelenic was reassigned. Was sent
Service
down
time move.
to
Yep,
the
service time.
Absolutely.
100%.
So they announce that they have issues with that, and then they go and do it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Seattle. When will you learn?
That's correct.
That's
By
what they
Randy
do.
Arozarena.
I'm still going to
Looking
pick him.
good.
I'm still going to pick him just to spite me.
That's fair.
He's
All
going
right.
to be good regardless. when he
National
plays.
League, we have actually this is a sweep. Ian Anderson from Atlanta, starting pitchers. The NL consensus Cellar Dwellers Rookie of the Year for the National League.
Pitchers are hard to predict with rookie voting. There's a guy on Pittsburgh who I was going with, and I've forgotten his name. I'm such a dick. I'm going to have to look it up. There's some Pittsburgh rookie, and that's who I was going to pick, and I
fantastic.
don't know his damn name.
And I don't know
Somebody
his name.
Google it.
I'm such a dick.
You think if I'm going to vote for somebody, I should know his freaking name, right?
Was it Brian Hayes?
Yeah.
Brian Hayes.
Yes,
yep.
that's the name I'll assume is correct.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You
that was
dick.
fantastic.
Yeah. Just put him down as question mark because I'm not going to remember his name even after this point.
Fair enough.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope, nobody has time for that. Anyone have time to bring me another beer?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
That's starting to kick in, isn't it?
This is
That's
great.
the best part.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Appreciate it. Sorry.
I love doing this. Oh man. Okay. So next up, ALNL Manager of the Year. Jeff and I both had Charlie Montoya for Toronto. Francis had Bob Melvin.
Inigo
for,
Montoya.
Not exactly.
Francis
He
had
gets it.
Francis had Bob Melvin from Oakland. Who do you got for AL Manager of the Year?
Whoever the manager for the Blue Jays is, I guess. I don't know.
Montoya.
Montoya.
Perfect.
Montoya.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so NL Manager of the Year, we'll move on. Jeff had Jace Tingler for the Padres. Francis and I both had Luis Rojas from the Mets.
I will go with the guy from the Padres because
Really?
I've seen Rojas in action.
Really?
I'm not saying he wouldn't win it, but I hate the Manager of the Year award. They don't do anything.
That's fair.
They
I can't
kinda-
argue that.
They kind of manage the team, don't they?
Well,
I mean,
yeah, they decide who gets to play, but the players still got to.
personnel
perform.
moves. Okay, that's fair. I get it.
All right.
That's fine.
All
No,
right.
they just go by the book so much that
Yeah.
there's not a lot of
Actual decision making.
Right.
The
Fair
decisions are made for and based on analytics.
and based on performance.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. There was Rob's way too early awards predictions, guys.
What a dick that guy
Yeah,
is.
that jerk, kick him off.
Oh God, that was so good.
Oh, that was so good. So good.
That was
Well, if anything, I hope I was entertaining.
that was my favorite moment in quite a while. Well, I don't know, one of my favorite moments. We've had quite a few good ones, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I forget where we were going next.
Movies? Or are
doing
we saving that
movies?
for last?
Oh, movies.
Movies.
Right. Do you want to do movies now, or do you want to do the opening day
Let's
starters?
do the opening day rankings first and leave movies for last.
All right, sounds good. Before we get to that, did you guys hear that Angel Hernandez lost his discrimination
I saw
race
that.
against the MLB?
I did.
Yeah.
Anybody else, and I would be a little upset by
forgot-
that. But it's Angel Hernandez.
I forgot
Because
what
it's
it
him.
was
Because it's him, I do
about.
not care.
Because
Race.
it's him.
It was race discrimination.
How did they-
He sued them and he lost. He lost.
He lost big.
How did he perceive they discriminated?
It's Angel Hernandez.
It's Angel Hernandez. What else you need?
I'd look into it more. I just saw
He saw something and it was wrong. So I mean,
Well, he
He
does
thought-
it a lot when he
Exactly.
umpires.
Yeah. Oh, your 100-mile-an-hour fastball down the middle?
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst umpire in the league.
Just a
by
bit
far.
outside. Strike three.
Yeah, right.
By
Absolutely
that, I just
ridiculous.
hit the, batter and the. Whatever.
Where
I
you
lost
going?
my train- I
He's
lost
like,
my train
he's
of
like
thought.
Frank
I lost my
Drebin
train of
calling the
thought.
pitches before they even hit the catcher's mitt.
Well put, Jeff.
Lost my train of
Dynamite
thought, you
drop in,
son
Jeff.
of
A+ analysis there.
Oh, that's true.
All right, let's get into our
Oh, my
opening day starter
goodness.
ranking.
Yeah.
This is a fun episode. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. All right, so we have a list. Actually, I should say MajorLeagueBaseball.com, MLB.com has a list of all 30 opening day starters ranked. We're not going to go through every single one of these, but we'll touch on a few highlights. So we'll start with the lowlights. So starting bottom at 30, we have Matthew Boyd from the Tigers.
I
It's
don't
his-
know who that is.
It's his second consecutive opening day start, apparently.
The guy's got.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
it's Mr. Boyd.
he's got talent, but
It's because he's on the Tigers, and that's not fair, because the person at 29 is far worse than he is. I lied, 28 is far worse than he is.
Yeah, we're actually
Oh,
going to
yeah.
Stig Gibson.
We're actually going to skip number 29, go straight to 28. Kyle Gibson, formerly of the Minnesota Twins, currently of the Texas Rangers. And it's great because on MLB.com it says, having Gibson start the opener is a rather perfect indicator of where the Rangers are right now.
yep.
And
Who hurt
That-
you, writer?
that
Oh,
indicator is older,
Show me where Texas touched you.
transitioning, and not sure of the next move.
Say that again, Francis.
So after what you said, the perfect indicator of where the Rangers are right now, it goes on to say older, transitioning, not sure of the next move, and I think that's hilarious. Spoiler alert. Is it rude if it's accurate?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Good.
Fair enough.
Spoiler alert, I wrote this article. No, I didn't, because Kyle Gibson wouldn't even be on the list.
We suck again.
He's a starter. He had to be on the list.
I would have put the Rangers long reliever in.
Dang.
I would have put TC Bear in over Kyle Gibson.
Oh, I do love TC.
All right, we'll move on.
All right, fine.
We'll skip over a couple. Go to number 25, which is Madison Bumgarner of the D-backs.
Kyle Gibson sucks. Sorry.
Wow, jeez.
Anyway,
Yeah, Madison Bumgarner of the Arizona Diamondbacks of Anaheim. Going to be, Bumgarner. I mean, like you said, he's aging.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. It's.
But he's still Bumgarner.
It says something about how bad he was last year. Was he that bad? I guess I didn't pay attention to what he was
He
doing.
had a rough season.
he was
but
not good.
I can't take anything that happened last year in that 60-game season as any indicator of
He
what will happen
hasn't.
this year.
He
agree
hasn't
with
been
that.
good since he left San Francisco. In 2019, he wasn't good. He hasn't been good. He wasn't good in 2020.
2020 his WAR was negative 0.3.
Yeah.
He was 1-4 with a 6.48 ERA.
I could pitch that.
Yeah, it's
No, I
not
couldn't.
good. That's
No,
not
I
good.
couldn't.
I couldn't even reach the plate.
I could get it to the plate. It would get.
I'm a lefty, but I'm 5'8". You know.
Amen, brother.
24 is Dylan Bundy of the Angels.
I thought he was supposed to be good a while back, or at least that was the book on him when he was a prospect.
He was supposed to be.
I don't know what happened to him.
Something didn't click, I don't think,
Yeah.
according to Major League Baseball.
For Bundy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. We'll skip a couple more. Go right up to this one's interesting. Brad Keller of the Royals posted a 2.47 ERA last year and a 1.02 WHIP. Good enough for an opening day starter, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
For Kansas City, sure.
the Royals are still rebuilding off their 2015 championship. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. That's crazy. I when the Royals won their championship, I thought maybe they would at least be in a contention for like 3 or 4 more in the next few
Nope,
years.
blew it up immediately.
Yep.
Gone.
Pretend that didn't happen.
Instantaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It's like, hey, we got one. Bye.
They
We got one. We're good for 20, 30
they
years.
successfully
It was their offense that got him there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
and their pitching was
Their
really
bullpen
good.
was
too.
really good, too.
Their bullpen was insane.
The Royals successfully pulled off the Rays plan of win a championship and then just blow it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Marlins did it all the time.
Yeah, the Marlins did it twice. That's true.
We'll skip a few up to number 16. We'll probably go like halvesies and go up the ladder from there.
Yeah.
Number 16, Kyle Hendricks of the Cubs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Better than
not
He's okay.
more or
not
less.
flashy, but he's really good.
Yeah.
Perfectly
He's solid.
cromulent pitcher.
Yeah.
He will keep them in every game he plays. I mean, everyone.
Directly in the middle and mediocrity at its best, Luis Castillo of the Reds. However, some observers think Castillo has the stuff to give the Reds a repeat Cy Young winner.
He's filthy when he gets going.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of didn't watch a whole lot of Reds baseball last year.
Neither did their fans. So.
Yeah. Oh, you're not wrong.
Didn't they make the
I'm just
playoffs last
speculating.
year?
Everybody made
think
well,
so.
not the Mets, but every other team made the playoffs last year.
Everybody but the Mets made the playoffs last
Everybody
year.
but the team I care about made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, that.
The Marlins made the playoffs last year. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
The Astros
Fair.
with a losing record made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yuck.
Moving up 2 spots here is that Grinksey. Grinksey?
Grinksey.
Zach Grinksey.
You have to say it that way from now
Yeah.
on.
Oh, I was just thinking that.
Number 13, Zach Grinksey.
There you go.
Of the hated Asterisks. Down year for him in 2020, which really just says he was good rather than fantastic, I guess.
Which is right.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's on the downfall of his career.
Like
That's
Rob
rude,
was
and I
saying
don't care.
before, I'm a fan of Greinke. I just hate that he's with the Astros.
Same.
We'll go through the top
As
10.
I also agreed with earlier.
Yeah. We'll actually go through the top 10. Number 10 for the Braves, Max Fried. Fried
Yeah.
will actually be the first left-handed starter on opening day for the Braves since Tom Glavine in 2002.
Jeez.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty crazy there. Number 9, our boy,
Our boy.
You.
Kenta Maeda. Took a big step in 2020. Finished second in the American League Cy Young race. Good 1-2 punch with him and Barrios at the top of the rotation for the Twins. And with the AL Central being way tighter than we thought it would be, is going to be a big thing for us this year. Your thoughts, Francis?
Going to need a lot from J-Happ and Shoemaker as well to round out that.
Yeah.
That's what the Twins have been. They've been one starter, maybe two, and then just try to survive 3 games, until we get back to them.
Hope your offense carries you for 3 starts.
Yeah, we need one other pitcher just to step it up.
This year, it's Maeda, Barrios, Pineda. 3 quality starters, and if J-Happ is anything like he used to be when he was good, watch out.
Yep, agreed.
Absolutely. Your thoughts on Kenta Maeda, Rob?
I agree with what you guys said.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Dynamite drop in. Right?
I like that. I like that the Twins' pitching is actually coming around. The offense has always been the focus for the Twins. From people who don't pay attention to them, everybody knows about the Twins. The
right.
offense. And I like that their starting pitching's coming around too. I hope that they can win more than one. A few games in a playoff series.
Yeah, I would
actually
like,
win a playoff series.
I would like one playoff win. One
Just a
playoff,
game.
just a
Just a
game.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Actually,
baby steps.
MLB's Facebook
Aim
page,
higher. Aim higher.
MLB's Facebook page actually posted who do you pick to win the World Series, and I was like, the Minnesota Twins will win a single playoff game. That's all I put. Was it.
We can only hope.
Right.
I think they can win more than one game.
Yeah, I thought that last year too, Rob.
And the year before.
Yeah, the year
And-
before.
yeah.
And every year since 2002 when they made the playoffs.
It doesn't matter. You can't just pay attention to what's happening on other years with players that might not even be on your team anymore.
Shut up. Moving on.
Okay.
Number 8, Max Scherzer for the Nationals. Question for you guys: Is his overall reputation keeping him in this top 10 category and maybe replacing somebody that should be?
No,
No, he's still one of the best pitchers in baseball. I
Yeah.
mean,
he's an absolute bulldog.
Because some of his stats don't reflect it, but
right.
ERA is kind of becoming antiquated.
Yeah.
It kind of is, isn't it?
And he's still
Weird.
got dominant stuff. He's aging, but he's, like you said, he's a bulldog.
Still throwing
Yep.
gas.
Yeah.
Next up, number 7, Cy Young candidate Lucas Giolito for the Chicago White Sox. Just 26 years old. Absolutely crazy stuff over the past 2 years.
Kid is good.
He's at the front of a much improved rotation for the White Sox, which sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do you guys think? Giolito, number 7,
The fact
higher,
that
lower?
he's at number 7 is just a testament to how good the starting pitching
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
these
Yep.
days.
I would put him over number 6 for sure.
I would too.
I would have a
Yep.
hard time putting him over just about everybody else.
Yep.
Maybe
Nah, let's not get into it.
maybe
Well,
the guy at number 4.
all right, we'll go.
And I'm right there with you.
Number 6, Hyunjin Ryu from the Blue Jays, finished in the top 3 in Cy Young voting for 2 consecutive years. Can he keep it up over a full season, though, is the question.
He has in the past, hasn't he?
He has in
Yeah.
the past. He was
But,
very good for the Dodgers. They just
His stats were good for the Dodgers. I didn't see the dominant stuff that some of these other guys have.
right.
But I mean, the results are there. So I mean, I guess I can't, without having seen him, I can't say.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough about him, but
I would put Giolito over him at this point.
Number 5, Clayton Kershaw, the Dodgers. We know that injuries have kind of deprived him of making opening day starts in the past couple of years,
Yep.
but definitely a healthy bounce back season last year. Gets to stand on the mound as something he's never been before, which is what? A champion.
Asterisk.
Asterisk. Ain't that right, John Archer? Calling you out. 60-game season champions. Yay.
Yay.
Of course, I sit here saying that if the Twins would have won, I'd be like, yeah, champions.
Bubble
Dang right.
champions played all their
Yeah.
playoff games in one stadium.
Right.
there's no
exactly.
asterisk if it's the Twins. Come on.
No, it totally would be.
Exactly. I don't know. I think. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
ask.
time out. Seriously speaking, is it really an asterisk championship last year?
I don't think it is.
No.
No? Explain, please.
It's not.
I can't.
Okay.
It's not.
No, I mean, you still have to play the games. You know,
Yeah.
We really just like making fun of it because it really pisses off
Right.
John Archer, one of our friends.
It's not. I mean, the field is bigger. You know, they never played a true home game in LA at Chavez Ravine. So, I mean, it's not. It's just fun to make fun of Dodgers fans.
it is.
Yep.
It's very fun.
Yep,
but
exactly.
the only
It
thing
is,
that
yeah.
I have an issue with, and it wasn't even have anything to do with the playoff format or anything like that. It was the fact that playing just all your games in one division. That, I mean,
Yeah.
I understand why
Yeah.
they had to do it. But, you know, when you see someone like Trevor Bauer winning a Cy Young Award, yeah, you played all your games against the NL Central. Come on, there's no offense in it.
Right.
Yeah, fair.
So
My question to you guys,
but that doesn't have to do with the playoffs.
and
That's
I'm going to
regular
revert back to
season.
Lucas Giolito because I said I'd put him over number 6 and our number 4 guy.
Which number 4 guy is Yu Darvish of the Padres.
I'll let you talk about you, Darvish, here, and then I'll ask my question.
Sure. I mean, really, Blake Snell trade, but we got all the headlines, right?
Yeah.
But Yu Darvish, hands down, best starter on San Diego's roster, I think.
I agree.
And also
I do like Blake Snell.
I think he's also the main reason why the Cubs won the NL Central last year as well. So
Yeah.
I think he'll be in the talks for Cy Young. I don't think he'll be there in the end, but go ahead with what you
Okay,
had to say.
so my question about, like I said, about Giolito is I would put him over Ryu at 6.
Okay.
I would put him over Darvish, who's at 4.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We have to say this. Watching MLB Network, we just had a prediction that Jose Barrios would win an AL Cy Young Award this year.
I'm fine with that.
That'd be cool.
I would take that in a heartbeat. Carry on.
Okay,
Yes.
so I would put Ryu over, or Giolito over Ryu and Darvish. I think Giolito is better than Darvish. Would it be far fetched of me to put Giolito over Kershaw right now, or is Kershaw another one of those names? Like you said, injuries have kind of kept him. Hasn't played as much.
I'm going to go with no. I'm going to
Okay.
go with no because I feel like Giolito, well, he's younger, for one thing. But I feel like his ceiling is a little bit higher than what he's shown.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
Kershaw's already hit his ceiling, I feel like. He's at
Yeah.
where he's going to be. He's not going to get any better, which is fine. He's,
Right.
Which his ceiling's way up there.
It is
so-
way up there. Yeah, absolutely. But No, Francis, I agree with you. I think Giolito could go above Kershaw. And
So,
He
because
could.
I would have Giolito, like, if I'm playing fantasy baseball this year, Giolito might be my first pitcher. If DeGrom is gone, if DeGrom and Bieber are gone and Garrett Cole's gone, yeah, I'm absolutely taking Giolito over Darvish, Kershaw, and Ryu.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
No, I don't disagree, actually. I mean, you've made a valid point here. And,
Yep.
we talked about it, too, a little
I
bit.
tend to do that.
Sometimes.
Well,
Don't flatter yourself, for Christ's sake.
the top 3. I mean, these are kind of.
Yeah, goes without
Everybody
saying.
knows
His
these
top
ones.
3.
Yeah, top 3. So getting into it here, see, number 4, Yu Darvish. Number 3, my Cy Young winner for the AL,
Yep.
right-hand pitcher for the Yankees, Garrett Cole. First full season for Cole in
Yep.
New York. They're going to need his durability. Boy, it's going to be interesting to see what he does in the Bronx over a full season.
Yeah.
Right, and see all the teams, the AL Central, AL West teams,
Yep.
and whatever National League teams they'll face this year.
It'd be the AL
Yep.
or NL East, I think.
Is that who it is?
I think so.
this
Yeah,
year?
they're
think
trying
so.
to keep it geographically.
As
for
close as they
for
can.
interleague play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Garrett Cole number 3, and then our top 2. So honestly,
Controversy.
it is a little bit of controversy.
1A, 1B. I mean,
Because number 2 they have listed as Jacob deGrom for the Mets. My
Disagree.
Disagree.
Really, Rob?
Really?
Elaborate.
No, I don't want
DeGrom is better.
I mean,
DeGrom is
DeGrom
better.
on opening day. I mean,
Yeah.
how much better can you get?
Jacob DeGrom is the best pitcher in baseball.
Hands
He's
down.
just so smooth, solid.
Like-
He's 33 years old, but he has so few innings on his arms just from starting his pitching late.
he looks so young.
I can't say enough good things about him.
Yeah.
Jeff, you had something?
No, it's literally 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not.
The 1A, in my opinion, is Jacob deGrom. Number one, as MajorLeagueBaseball.com has, is Shane Bieber for the Indians, but
He's not going to get the run support this year.
no, he
No,
won't.
not even
Lindor
close.
is gone.
Or the defense.
Or the
half team
defense.
is gone. Half the
Yep.
team's gone.
Now,
I mean,
if he puts up those numbers with this team he has,
then yep,
then
deserves it.
by all means.
But outside of
He's great. I picked him to win Cy Young for AL,
Yep.
but opening day, come on.
outside of
one game.
Yeah.
let me ask you guys a question. Outside of Jose Ramirez and Franmil Reyes, who do you know that's starting for the Cleveland Indians in the field?
I can't
I have
answer
no
How many
that.
can you name?
No idea.
I can't answer that.
Yeah, no idea.
I think their catcher is like Vasquez or something.
Sure.
He's
I mean,
he's pretty
I-
good.
I
but
know
I'm sure-
I know the guys the Mets gave him. That's about it.
I'm sure if I looked at their, I'm going to look at their roster. I could probably pick out a few people that
Andres
I know.
Jimenez and
oh yeah, the
Ahmed Rosario, who
Yep.
at one point was
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the
yeah.
prospects.
I think
Yeah.
Ahmed Rosario will be their
Both-
opening day shortstop.
Probably.
very solid players.
Eddie Rosario.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Eddie. Forgot about Eddie.
No, Francis
move
has a
on.
sad.
Let's just move on.
Hello, darkness.
Movies.
Yeah, let's do our favorite baseball movies.
Yay.
I hurt
Movies.
myself today.
Hurts myself today. Oh wait, different song.
Great song.
Are you okay, Francis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do our baseball movies.
All right, so we're going to wrap up this episode with our favorite baseball movies. I made everybody do 3 of them, their top 3. Rank them in order, please. We'll start with number 3, but also an honorable mention, which we'll... should we name that first or last?
Yes,
Let's
first.
do
We'll go first?
honorable mention.
First.
All right, so honorable mention, I'll start out with it, and this was really hard for me to do because I feel like it deserves a spot. It's definitely top 5 for sure. But since we're going top 3, my honorable mention is going to be Field of Dreams.
Nice. Nice.
Good pick.
Absolutely love that movie. Kevin Costner, what's his name?
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, thank you.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones.
James
Yes,
Earl
sir.
Jones.
Darth Vader himself.
Exactly. Fun fact, I've actually been to Dyersville, Iowa. I've been to the Field of Dreams.
Same here.
Super cool, isn't it?
It is
Frank
awesome.
Whaley as the young Moonlight Graham.
All right,
Yeah. No, it is
actor.
it's a really cool place. Like you drive up and you're literally in a farm. Like it is Farmville, USA.
It is
the
a-
whole way out there, and they got this field, and it's awesome.
It's a
I
huge-
thought it was heaven, but
it's Iowa.
apparently it's
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah,
I've been wrong.
It's a unique experience too because it's largely unchanged. Like they have the original bench there that was used in the movie.
Yep.
They have there's actually carving in the bench for the characters in the movie. It has a heart around it with their characters' initials carved
sure.
in it. It's really neat.
The old barn used to be there. There was unfortunately a storm that did knock that down.
That's
So
a bummer. I was there.
they
when
did
was that.
Oh god, that was a while ago. Like 2000, 2001.
Okay, because I was there around that time, and I thought I saw a barn there. But
So
maybe not.
they rebuilt it. I went in, I don't know, like 96, 7, 8, somewhere in there.
God, you're old.
Yeah, shush. But yeah, like
I can't laugh at that, can I?
a few years after I went, like the barn blew down. They had to rebuild it. So that was
Okay.
kind of sad. But it's still there. It's just
Right.
a little bit newer.
Hold on, I got something for you.
Oh, okay.
You just made the biggest mistake of your life, baby. I know you're gonna be missing me when you got that big, white, wrinkly body on top of you with this loose skin and old balls.
Gross. Fantastic.
Sorry.
Can I ask how old you are?
I turned 41 in a month.
Okay, I'm older than you apparently. So shit, I really can't say anything.
Awesome.
Thank God you're all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 41 in a week, so
Field of Dreams for me. Honorable mention. Francis, you're next.
I have 2 honorable mentions, so I'm going to pass mine off, and if somebody picks one of mine, I'll pick the other one.
Okay.
So, Jeff, go for it.
Honorable mention, and man, this is tough. But Little Big League,
Okay, there goes one of
Okay,
mine.
all right.
Little Big League.
Reasoning?
I just love that movie.
And it's about the twins.
And it's about the twins, and it's the dome, and I I love
Griffey Jr.'s in
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
And Randy Johnson.
Fair enough. Yes.
Griffey is the bad guy.
Yeah. You don't see
Somehow Griffey is the
That
bad guy,
I like.
Yeah. Have you
Turn
not
and
seen?
heel. I
have
have
you-
not seen that
Oh.
one.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've seen it, but I think I've seen like half of it, and I was so young.
But in the way that Griffey
Griffey
does it,
turn and heel. I like that.
no, in the way that Griffey does it though, he's still his smiling kid self, but they make him into like this evil guy, and it's like I
Yep.
can't believe it,
Yep.
That's
but he
brilliant.
is. Yeah, it's great.
What's your boy doing? You know I'm going to steal second. Probably going to steal third, too. You do you, Junior. I remember that. That was hilarious.
so good.
And he has this evil look on his face. Like,
Brilliant.
yeah,
I need
it's
to rewatch
so
that.
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's good. It's good.
Rob, do your honorable mention, and then I'll do mine.
All right. Well, I also had two that I was debating, but just for the honorable mention spot. But if The Sandlot was one of yours, you can talk about it.
Ooh, nope, The Sandlot was
All right.
not one of
That was
mine.
my honorable mention. I saw that in the theater when it came out. I think for my 12th or 13th birthday. I don't know what it came out in 92 or 93, so whichever year that was.
Right.
But my actual honorable mention, I'm going to go with The Scout. Brendan
Oh, wow.
Fraser.
Oh, okay.
Albert Brooks is his agent. Just
All right.
it's not the best movie, but it's so fun. It's
Yeah.
Brendan
Sure.
Fraser plays Steve Nebraska. I mean, what a cool name.
Yeah.
It's like Johnny Utah.
That's a baseball name.
You got Brett Saberhagen coming in to throw batting practice, just immediately going, "When am I getting paid?" You know, just so many weird underrated lines. You got George Steinbrenner in there poking fun at himself.
paid?
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
That's
It-
good.
It's
Good
a lot
choice.
of fun.
Good choice.
Sandlot, by the way, came out in 1993.
Then it was for my 13th birthday. My mom took me to see it in the theater.
Same.
April
here.
of '93.
Same here.
I was
2 weeks
4.
behind you, roughly.
All right.
I was 4 when that movie
I was
came out.
9. I was
Oh,
9.
you baby.
Oh, yeah.
See what I have to deal with, Rob? You see? You get it now?
I am.
Yep.
Youth is fun. My honorable mention is, I want to say it's the first baseball movie I ever watched, and it's Angels in the Outfield.
Oh boy.
It's
yeah.
Angels in the Outfield.
Rob's got a lot to say about that one.
Present to me your argument, sir.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So I'm sure everybody saw it. It's about an orphan boy. I can't remember his name. It's been so long since I've seen the movie, but I always watch it. He's in a
I watched
foster
it 2 nights ago, and I don't know his name.
in the foster care system. He would always climb up a tree or whatever, like sneak into Angel Stadium and watch the games. And he ended up winning a contest. Help me on this if I'm right. And he got to
You are right.
He got to meet Danny Glover, George Knox, the manager for the
Angriest
Angels.
manager in existence.
ever.
Big time.
Angriest
Ever.
manager
Big time, yep.
in existence.
He's too old for this stuff.
yep.
See, I cleaned it up.
Yeah, and
Nicely done.
Lethal Weapon reference. I love it.
I should have just watched that instead.
But anyway, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's, actually, Lethal Weapon marathon after this.
Nice.
Oh, wait, no, we have hockey.
Yeah,
Just
there's
kidding.
hockey, dude.
So basically, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, his dad is alive, but he's not involved. What happens is one night he prays for a family, and the angels up in heaven hear him, and they help him out because his dad says
We could be a family again if the Angels
if
win
the
the pennant.
Angels win the pennant
His
because
dad
they
says
were
that as he drives away.
as he drives away.
We'll be a family when the Angels win the pennant.
Yep. And so he prayed for a family, and the angels come down. and
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher
Yep.
Lloyd
Oh,
is,
man.
I'm going
They
to
sent him.
assume he's God. In
No.
that
I
movie,
think
they
he's
called
just
him
the head-
Al,
the head
the
angel,
head
or
angel,
something.
the
Yeah.
archangel, or something like that.
Al.
Al. Yep.
Yep.
Because
He's wearing
it's
the umpire's hat.
the American League hat.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is a good joke, though. I like that.
That was good. That was good.
Best joke in the movie.
But yeah, the Angels end up winning the pennant, and Danny Glover's character, George Knox, ends up adopting Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I can't ever think of the kid's name,
I don't
but
remember.
but
Anyway,
his
his character.
but he adopted him and his friend JP. I remember JP because that's an easy name to remember.
I would
guess,
argue
but-
JP should be the star of that movie.
But they so he got, and I just remember the baseball part of it. Like Matthew McConaughey's in that movie.
He is. He's
Did
one of the
you know
players.
that?
I didn't
Yep.
recognize him. My wife picked him out on the
Yep.
grainy YouTube clip that I put
Yep.
on the other night.
Roger Bowman is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's.
Roger, that's
Roger.
his name.
Ah.
Yep,
Roger.
Thank you.
Raja.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey's in it. Tony Danza's in it. Mel
Yep.
Clark is the pitcher who smokes and is going to die, apparently.
Yep.
Yep.
Dies after.
We hope
they
you
win the
enjoyed this
pennant.
recap
Oh,
of
that's
Angels in
dark.
the Outfield.
Yeah. Sorry, I love
Little-
that movie. Like,
and I'm
Can you
and I'm
explain to me why you
long-winded.
love the movie?
I'm.
No, you already
It's
did
just-
that. We don't
yeah,
need any
it's
more.
just-
no,
no,
you
it's
explained
just-
the plot when you asked if you why
That's
you loved it.
that's
That's
fair.
why
I
he
did.
loves
I
it.
mean, it's a good. I mean, there's good baseball. I thought it was a good story. I mean, it's a it's a
you
Disney
liked when
movie.
the pitch was thrown and immediately stopped in midair. And
Yeah,
then there
that was
hit-
cool. Like I was like 7 when I saw the movie.
You Darvish throwing it.
Yeah.
All right,
something like
moving
that.
on. We
Okay,
still
okay.
have a lot of movies to get through. All right, so
I'm sorry. I had to
no,
get
that's
that
okay.
in.
It's all good, man.
so I'll
Watch it again, man.
We'll sling it back
I need to
me.
finish it.
Number 3 for me. These top 3 are really hard too.
Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Freaking hard. But number 3 for me came in as Moneyball. Who doesn't love Moneyball?
Love Moneyball.
Love it.
I mean, Brad Pitt's excellent in it.
I saw that with you in the theater.
Yes, we did. That's
Yes.
right. Yep. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill. It's what I like about it so much is that it's real, basically real.
Yep,
And-
based
and
on a
it-
true story.
and it involves the stats of how the Moneyball A's
Chris
got
Pratt,
involved.
Chris Pratt,
Yeah.
Pratt, Scott Hatterberg.
Yes,
Yes,
he
yes,
is.
he is.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But I don't have to explain the movie to you. Moneyball is a fantastic flick. If you haven't seen it, you're dumb.
It's so
I-
good.
Fantastic book as well.
It's so good.
I love the way
Yeah.
that movie ended with the A's losing to the Twins.
Yes, sir.
That as well.
You could,
Sorry,
you,
that's-
you could almost argue
shot.
it was the Moneyball twins without actually trying to be Moneyball twins.
Pretty
That's
much.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I had Moneyball at 2, but then I realized I was really thinking about my number 3 movie, and so I switched. So Moneyball's my number 3.
All right. Moving on, Jeff.
The Sandlot.
Sandlot.
Good pick.
Yeah.
So good.
Good pick.
It's just a classic. And I loved it. I was 13 when that
Play
thing
ball
came
like
out.
a girl,
You bob
which-
for apples in the toilet and you like
and
it.
you like-
Yes, so good. So yeah,
Wait, you
I mean,
guys don't
that-
pop
that-
for apples in the toilet?
That play ball like a girl thing is very, everybody knows that.
Oh,
line.
yeah.
Right.
I,
Oh, yeah.
I love the argument leading up to it.
no, yeah, and I'm just, it's that good. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's just that's my number
Right.
3.
Rob, number 3.
Rob, you're number 3.
My number 3, A League of Their Own.
Yes.
Oh, good movie.
Yep, God,
that
I-
wasn't even
flick.
in my top 5 until I started rereading kind of a Tom Hanks character as Jimmy. What's his last?
Jimmy Dugan.
Jimmy Dugan.
And reading the lines on IMDb of Jimmy Dugan. Oh, I urge anybody to do that. Just if you don't even want to watch the movie, just read the line, read his quotes.
They're
so
brilliant.
Good.
They're
so
brilliant.
Are you
hilarious.
crying?
There's no crying in baseball.
Anybody ever tell you look like a penis with a little hat on?
Yeah. I got him. I finally got him.
I want to look
This
it up.
episode
I'm going to
is so
refrain, but
explicit.
I
Off the
apologize for
rails.
that. I'm quoting a movie. I'm not saying these things myself.
I know.
Here we go.
That's
Here,
what
time out. Here it goes.
Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Beautiful.
It's
That
such an epic
classic
line.
Tom Hanks yelling
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
So-
It's great.
Doesn't he go in and just urinates for a minute and a half straight? Something
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
I mean, that might
Yes,
be
he
an
did.
exaggeration, but
No, it's the very first time he walks in, and they're like, "Oh, this is our coach," and he had
Can I have
hung
your
over as all
autograph,
can
Mr.
be, and
Dugan?
straight in,
rips up his own baseball card, throws it at the girl, and walks out.
and just takes the pee of all
Oh,
peas.
just a gigantic.
Awesome.
He kisses that lady. And goes, anyone ever tell you look like the Wicked Witch of the West? Or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
You look like the Witch and the Wizard of Oz.
So good. Such a great movie.
Yeah. So,
So
once
good.
I reread those, I'm like, that
Fantastic.
has
It's
to
so
be
good.
it. I mean,
It's so good.
All right.
So good.
Circling back to me,
Yep.
right?
Number 2.
Number 2 for me is Major League.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Great
Super
pick.
hard for me to put that at number 2, but
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
I don't
Great
even.
pick.
I don't have to explain Major League to anybody. One of my favorite absolute lines from it though is pretty much at the beginning of the movie, where they're going through the list of names or whatever, and they're reading one off, and one of the scouts is like, "This guy's dead," and
Cross him off then.
cross him off.
Sorry
then.
to steal your
No,
Yep,
it's fine.
Yep,
That's
yep,
great.
yep.
Cross him
my
off then. That's so funny.
Oh, it's awesome.
All right, next
Such
up.
a
All
good
right,
movie.
my number 2 baseball movie, and I'm gonna tug at some heartstrings on this one.
Uh-oh.
Hardball.
Oh.
Keanu Reeves and the Cucumbas.
Oh yeah.
Love it when
Yeah.
you call me Big Papa.
That's the only scene in that movie that I can remember.
I
Throw your hands
remember.
in
It's,
the
it's
air.
good though.
I remember
That's
the Keanu Reeves giving or speaking at oh my god, what's his name? The kid's name?
Shoot.
G Baby.
Yeah,
At-
G-Baby.
Speaking at G Baby's funeral. You can be the hardest man on the planet, like have no emotion. If that part where Keanu Reeves doesn't or talks
Bring a
at G
tear.
Baby's funeral, if you don't cry at that part, you are not human. Like that was so heartbreaking.
I remember
that
bawling
part.
like a baby.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll go home and watch that tonight, and I will cry.
Don't do that, man.
Not
No,
tonight. It's
you
not
can
worth
do
it.
it.
tonight.
It's okay. Don't listen to Jake. If you want to cry, man,
Yeah.
go for it.
You make me
But
cry, bro.
I won't judge.
You want a good cry? Watch Hardball.
Yeah, fair enough.
Keanu Reeves, man, what a fantastic actor.
I
I'll
love
watch a
that
League
guy.
of Their Own. Not a League of Their Own. I'll watch Field of Dreams if I want to cry, though.
That's a good
yeah,
one too.
that too.
That's a good one too. All right, Jeff.
All right, Major League. That's my number 2.
There it is.
Attaboy.
And boy, this was a 1A 1B scenario when I do get to my number 1. But yeah, Major League was. I love that movie.
That's a good one.
If it's my turn, I will also go with Major League.
Nice.
Again, and I'm 1A, 1B. For a while, when I was thinking about this last night, this was my number 1. And then I remembered another movie, and I'm like, I have to move this down slightly.
Hold on, sorry.
Throw your hands in the air.
The fuse a true player.
Oh, we're all so white. For all the reasons, not that you said a lot of them, because everybody knows how great Major League is, but I watched it a lot as a kid just because I had a recorded VHS tape of it that I got from some regular TV station, edited, which I had never seen the unedited version until I think I was a senior in high school.
Nice.
But I remember all the edited scenes where they just strike this guy out.
Oh, yeah.
strike
this
yeah,
MFer
yeah.
out.
right.
Yeah.
And so all the things like that, and just where it's,
You're like, holy crap.
you may play ball like Mays, but you hit like his sister. And things like that. It's like, oh, I'm like, they say a lot of foul stuff in that.
Not those
but-
words.
That's
right,
so
but
good.
the ones that they use instead are so funny anyway. It's just such a brilliant movie.
I love
Yeah, yeah.
I think this might be the second one where Lou is like, it might be a leg thing, or an arm thing, or a psychological thing, or a heart attack. Who used heart attack? Me.
It's got to be the second one.
I think that is the second
Is
one.
that with Parkman?
Oh, yeah. yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. How you doing? I was in that movie.
Yep.
All right,
right.
circling back to me, right?
Yep, number 1.
Number ones all the way around here. All right, so like I said, this one was really tough for me, and this is a relatively new movie, but it was so good and so well done and so realistic of the time. I had to put it there, and I love this movie to death. It's 42.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
good, very
yeah.
That was on my list.
Solid movie.
Down,
Actually, have
but
not seen
it's
that one.
really
Yep,
good.
Still.
solid movie. Really good movie.
Chadwick Boseman.
God, he's fantastic
Yeah,
in that.
he
Oh
was-
man.
he was great in that movie.
Harrison Ford is Branch Rickey. Is
Branch
it?
Rickey,
Yeah.
Branch
Yep.
Dickey,
Branch Rickey.
Ricky,
Ricky.
Yeah. But it was so well done. The cinematography was great. The acting was great, and it really portrayed the time. I remember the most polarizing scene in that movie is when Jackie Robinson, they're playing the Cardinals, and I don't remember the manager's name and I don't remember the actor's name, but
I
just
I know
slinging
the
slurs
actor.
at him the whole. Yeah, look it
Yeah.
up for me. Just
Oh, wait.
sling.
Go ahead.
Just slinging slurs the whole time or whatever, and I mean it was brilliant video because it showed you exactly what he went through, right? But for that actor, he said it was absolutely uncomfortable as hell for him to do.
Oh, I
Like,
believe it.
just like he did it well, and he did it for the movie, and it it made for a good movie, and it made for realism. But he was just, I remember watching or seeing or reading an interview. He was like, I hated that scene. Like, I absolutely hated that scene.
I believe it.
I'm thinking of a different scene, so I don't know who you're talking about.
I'll try to find it, but let's see, 42.
I'll do my number one while you Google.
Sounds
Here,
good.
My number one.
Got it right here.
Oh,
Ben Chapman was the actual manager.
sure.
And actually, I think he was forced to do like a. In real life, he was forced to do a it was a Sports Illustrated cover, I think, of them he didn't want to shake his hand to save face, so they're like touching the same bat or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
the
But
least.
Ben Chapman, Alan Tudyk is the name.
Oh,
And if you saw
Alan Tudyk.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Tudyk,
Alan
yeah.
Tudyk. Yeah.
if you saw him, I think you would know.
You would know him from Dodgeball as Steve
Yep.
the Pirate.
Yep, Steve the Pirate. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
And from many other things.
Yeah.
But definitely.
He's also the Resident Alien is his newest
Yep.
show that's out right
Okay.
Steve the Pirate.
now. Actually, solid show.
Well, yeah, he was
check
like,
that
that was
out.
the most uncomfortable scene I've ever done in my entire life, and I hated every minute of it.
Yep, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe
I
it.
believe it.
But yeah, 42, my number one.
My number one involves an acting legend, Clint Eastwood movie, Trouble with the Curve.
Oh,
If you ever saw Clint Eastwood, Amy Adams, and
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
I haven't watched
Yep.
this one.
I haven't either.
So, Clint Eastwood
Number one.
is.
I have seen it. It's
I
a solid movie.
love this movie so much.
It's a good movie.
Clint Eastwood is a scout for the Atlanta Braves. Obviously,
All right, forget it.
And
obviously
Keep going.
very old, and obviously his age is catching up to him. And there's a younger scout within the Braves organization who's trying to get him fired, and they go and scout. The Braves have the number one overall pick in the draft, so they go and scout like the number one prospect, and or Clint Eastwood does. Well, his daughter is there, and they have a strained relationship. Go watch the movie; it's very good. It's he teaches her about baseball scouting. It's too long to explain. We don't have time to explain it. I would say just watch it, and you will love it.
I forgot about the movie. I'm going to write that one down and watch it.
It's actually a great movie.
It
is really a good movie.
every time, like even if it's on like TBS or
Yep.
like USA Network,
Streaming somewhere.
if it's on TV, I'm watching it.
It is an
Like,
underratedly good movie. I
Yes.
will 100% give you that.
Yep.
Mine, I am going back days nostalgic on this one, just because, man, growing up, this is just, it's my favorite baseball movie. Just I don't know why, it just kind of is, and part of it might just have to be the, all the taunts that he gives the batters when this kid is pitching, and I probably give it away right there because it's Rookie of the Year.
Good movie.
Very good.
I just
Good
love
movie.
it. I
The Mets are
don't.
the villains, and I'm for it. It's great.
the Mets are the villains, and some unusual
Bernard
arm
Gilkey
thing.
just
And,
watching.
but
Or
I
no,
think
Bobby Bonilla just go, whoo, like he gets struck out
I
looking
think
or something.
the
Right.
best part of that, and I don't remember the guy's name, but the dude with the glasses that gets stuck in between the doors and gets himself stuck.
Daniel
everywhere.
Stern.
Yes, thank you. I could
Art from Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know. I could not remember his name for whatever reason, but
Yeah, he's amazing. In
God,
that.
every single
Gary
thing he does-
Busey is it Gary Busey
Yeah.
or Nick Nolte?
Gary Busey.
It's Busey,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. I know I was confused then, but
But yeah,
Busey's so good.
anyway, just every part of that movie, just I absolutely love it, and that's my number one
Daniel
movie.
Stern is an amazing actor.
Oh, he's
I
so
love
good.
Daniel
Oh, God,
Stern
yeah.
so much.
I thought of the best thing ever.
great in
Hot
everything.
ice.
Yeah,
You ever watched Celtic Pride
Yeah.
No.
I
Oh,
have
yeah,
that
oh,
movie.
yeah.
or Bushwhacked?
Oh, Bushwhacked is good too.
Celtic Pride was funny. I like that one.
Yep.
Him and Aykroyd,
Wayans
right?
is in that too, right?
Yeah, Wayans is the main guy
He's the-
for the
he's the
Utah
basketball
Jazz.
player?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one in years. All right.
craziness.
Yeah,
Number
finish
one,
it off,
Rob.
man.
Finish it off.
I can't believe nobody has said this
Bring
one
us
yet.
home, bro.
I'm going to go with the original Bad News Bears.
Wow.
Boy,
Never saw
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Haven't seen
Oh, it's amazing.
It is so good.
That's a great
Everything
movie.
about that. I love everything about that movie. Walter Matthau
Yep.
playing the coach. just being a drunk and a gigantic
Yep.
jerk, to
Yep.
put it nicely.
Yep.
I'm not going to say things that some of the characters in that movie say. It's just
Probably a good
It's
idea.
a hard. To me, it seems like a hard R. The kids are just swearing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's late 70s
I'm
at
gonna
its
have to watch
finest.
that movie.
Walter Matthau is
Do
Walter
not
Matthau
watch
is-
the new version. It's got to be the original
right, yes.
version.
Walter Matthau drinking and driving with a team full of kids in his
Yeah.
convertible.
Yeah.
got-
Sounds right.
Yep.
He's got his
So
ex-girlfriend's...
When does the movie kick in?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a docu-series. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody just filmed Walter
Yeah, oops,
Matthau
my bad.
hanging out with a bunch of kids.
Walter, what are you doing? Became a baseball coach. I'm going to film this.
In case you haven't seen it, as Francis
Yeah.
said, he hasn't. It's about a coach. He's being forced to coach a little league baseball team. It's basically the Mighty Ducks
Is it
from
like-
20 years
baseball
earlier.
version.
but
Court-ordered
baseball.
and baseball version of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's court ordered, but it might as well be.
Yeah, pretty
Where
much.
he's being forced to do something he doesn't want to do. He was a minor league pitcher. He plays up. He's like, oh yeah, I once struck out Ted Williams in a spring training game.
That's the
Like, I
Mighty
can't
Ducks.
prove it. Yeah, it's exactly the
Yep.
Mighty Ducks formula.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Except
baseball
if
and 20
Gordon
years
Bombay was an alcoholic, just
Well,
prick.
he
Gordon
was.
Bombay
Yeah.
was an alcoholic.
He got arrested
Yeah.
for DUI.
Fair.
That's
fair.
true, but they didn't show it.
That's fair.
They didn't show him drinking on the field. They
With
didn't show
the
him
Ducks. Yeah.
falling down on the ice. Like
That's
they show
fair.
Walter Matthau pretending to pitch batting practice to his team, falling over on the mound with beer cans littered around
Yes.
him as
Perfect.
everybody stands around watching. Do we keep?
I don't know. That's
Right.
my idea of batting practice right there.
But-
He
Quick-
brings in his ex's daughter who's a kind of a ringer. She's a pitcher played by Tatum O'Neal, playing Amanda Wurlitzer, who can throw hard.
Just,
All
yep.
the boys are just, hey, who's this girl? Oh, she's better than all of us combined.
Fair enough.
And then Kelly Leak is the ruffian about town driving his little moped motorcycle. And then at the end, spoilers, they lose.
No.
In the finals, but they don't care as they get to drink beer and throw the beers at the Yankees, who are the champions.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Quickly,
That's the
Francis, go
best
ahead.
I
Go ahead.
have.
Go ahead.
I have one more honorable mention, just because I love this movie. It's pee my pants funny. I think Jake knows what it is. It's basketball.
Basketball's good. I thought of it.
basketball. It's
Yes.
basketball.
I
We're
thought of
gonna
it as
count
more
it,
of as a basketball movie than a baseball movie. Is that why you were asking before in
We're
the
gonna count
pre-show?
it, huh?
No, no.
It has a baseball
I-
in it, therefore. And
I
it's
was. I just. I love when he meets Reggie Jackson at the end. He's like, I hit 3 home runs in the World Series once, so I got 2 of them. But some little shit kept the third one.
I don't got your effing baseball.
That sucks, dude.
Oh man.
Hey, Coop, I don't have your baseball. Good luck next season.
Well, hey, if we're talking about Reggie Jackson in movies, I don't know if it gets any better than Naked Gun, where I must kill the queen.
Yes.
I must kill the queen.
I love it.
I couldn't let this episode end without talking
No, we
about
gotta talk
basketball.
baseball.
Fair
yeah?
enough. Fair
That's
enough. Fair enough.
Totally fair. Well, hey, everybody. We hope that you enjoyed the movie version of the Cellar Dweller Sportscast baseball episode. Special thanks to Rob Schnitzer for coming in and
Thank
sharing
you.
his movie and baseball expertise. Thanks for dropping by, and thanks for the
Looking
pizza,
forward
man.
to coming back. Yeah, you bet. Thanks for the
Appreciate it.
beers.
Yeah, good
Thanks
seeing
for
you, man.
the,
Oh,
you brought the
5
you-
beers I drank during this episode.
You brought the pizza?
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the pizza, man.
Excellent. Well, hey,
Thanks for that too, bud.
wrapping it up for Francis Parkman, Jeff Salmonson, and Rob Schnitzer. I'm Jake Salter. Thanks for joining, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Happy opening day.
Goodbye.
Woo!